Well, we had 4 innings tonight of matching zeros, shutout ball by both Greinke and Saarloos. In Greinke's case, he gave up 3 hits and a walk in those 4. The only time the A's had 2 runners on at the same time was with 1 out in the 3rd, and he got Bobby Crosby to ground into a 4-6-3 double play. Saarloos, much the similar kind of performance, 2 hits and a walk in his first 4 innings. A 2-out double in the first, but he brushed that off by getting the dangerous Matt Stairs. Then after a single with 1 out in the 2nd, Baroa hit into a double play. And then 6 straight men were retired before Saarloos walked a batter and got the final out of the 4th. So there was not a lot of indication that the runs would come at any time soon. But Jay Payton's single opened the Athletics half of the 5th inning. And after a strikeout of Melhuse and a Scudero line drive out, he was still at first, and it looked like once again we're going to see Greinke shut down the A's. But he had to reckon with Jason Kendall. 1-0 on the way. Swing and a bouncer foul. Now it's fair, just inside third, down the line. It'll roll to the corner. Speeding over to third and coming is Payton. Payton being sent home. He's on the way and scores without a throw. And the A's are on the board, breaking the scoreless tie. A double here inside the line at third base by Jason Kendall, fighting Payton all the way from first. Kendall driving in his 35th run of the year. It was by Tehan to his backhand side. That is a hit in front of the bag. I anticipated too quickly. I thought it was going to be foul. It landed with several inches to spare.
Great coaching by Ron Washington. With 2 out, a good gamble. If Terrence Vaughn gets it back and hits the cutoff man, they're going to get an out at the plate on Payton by about 10 feet. But you make the gamble. The Royals didn't execute the relay, and Payton scored easily.
Hey, remember that Saarloos is coming off his last performance in which he had a shutout going into the 9th inning and pitched a complete game. In fact, 2 complete game victories in his last 7 starts, and there were all the indications he might take it deep into the game tonight. But things turned rather rapidly in the 5th inning. Tehan leading off. 1-0 on the way. Swing and a bouncer foul. Now it's fair, just inside third. Swing line, drive to right. That's over toward the line and in for a base hit. He may think 2. He's around first on the way to second, and he will make it around second and stopping there. Took a little while for Swisher to dig it out as it came off the wall. Tehan was thinking for a moment he might try for more, but then held it up. And so a leadoff double is the reply by the Royals to the A's run in the top of the first. Then Baroa found that the hard ground comes in handy. Swing and a bouncing ball through the hole to left. Base hit. Tehan around third. Being sent home. Here comes the throw. It's offline. And in with the tying run is Tehan. Down to second base goes Baroa on the throw from Kelty in left field. And just like that, we have a tie game at 1 apiece. But not for long. The next pitch was made to catcher John Buck, who at the time was 2 for his last 21. Swing and a fly ball. That's the deep right center field. Long run for everybody. Gone! Home run, John Buck. It's the first pitch in the attack. A breaking ball out to field. Kansas City 3 and the Athletics 1. Then 2 outs were recorded by Saarloos, and it looked like he might have experienced the only damage of the inning, but singles by Terrence Long and Mike Sweeney once again raised the red flag and also brought Maka to the mound to bring in the left-hander Joe Kennedy to pitch to Matt Stairs in a lefty-lefty matchup. He had Stairs in trouble behind the count, but Stairs, a wily hitter, finds a way to make contact in these situations. Now a 2-out, corners occupied. Stairs reaches out, pokes a little looper to left field. It'll fall in for a base hit, and the Royals lead 4-1. That pitch running away, but Stairs managed to get the bat on it and dropped a soft single in front of Kelty. Stopping at second is Sweeney after Long scores, and the 9th man in the inning coming up. And that was Emil Brown, who quickly popped out. The inning was over, but the A's had the problem of a 3-run deficit. Bobby Crosby went after that problem with a single to lead off the 6th inning, and after Chavez struck out, it was Dan Johnson again. This whole road trip, he's been one of the wheel horses with the stick for the A's, and he got ahead in the count. 2-0 pitch. Swung. High drive to right field, deep to right, bullpen bound. Johnson. An off-speed pitch that was up. And Johnson buries it in the Kansas City bullpen in right field. It's now a 4-3 Kansas City lead. The A's rookie first baseman goes deep for the 9th time. And the 3rd time on this trip. The A's did no more damage against Greinke, who pitched through the 7th inning and left with a 4-3 lead. Joe Kennedy, after getting that last out in the 5th, shut down 6 straight in the next 2 innings to keep it a 4-3 ball game as the A's came up in the 8th inning, batting against reliever, hard-throwing Jeremy Affeldt, who had problems with location. A walk to Swisher, a force out, walks to Chavez and Dan Johnson, and the bullpen called for Ambiorix Burgos to face Bobby Kelty.
The A's have Crosby at 3rd, Chavez at 2nd, Johnson at 1st. Kelty will bat left-handed against Burgos. Infield plays double play depth. Burgos making his 33rd appearance out of the KC bullpen. And the pitch to Kelty is swung on in a drive into right. Brown coming on, plays it on a hop. Crosby will score. Right behind him, Chavez. Now he'll put on the brake and stop at 3rd, but the throw gets by Buck. But the runners can't advance. And so everybody moves up 90 feet on a base hit to right field by Bobby Kelty that ties the ball game at 4-4.
Now was Jay Payton with a chance to do big damage, but he didn't do the damage as much as Burgos did.
And now the 2-2 pitch by Burgos in the dirt, back to the screen. Chavez down the line. He will score, and the A's have taken a 5-4 lead. Johnson goes to 3rd. Kelty goes to 2nd. It's a wild pitch, 5-4 A's. And once again, the Royals pitching staff unraveled.
And chance for more. 3-2 counts, 2 runners in scoring position.
Working from the stretch. And now the 3-2 delivery. Payton waiting. It's on the way. Swung on a miss. Throw to 3rd. They got Johnson in a rundown. Tian runs into the plate and now tags him out. So Dan Johnson drifting off at 3rd. The pitch was swung on and missed by Payton for strike 3. And a quick alert throw to 3rd by John Buck. And that goes 2-5. And Tian in the rundown, actually just running Johnson toward home plate, tags him out. And that's how the top of the 8th inning comes to an end. The A's get to take the lead, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-4 Athletics.
That saw Jay Witasic come out of the bullpen for the Athletics, and 3 guys who can swing the bat and equalize the game with that one swing were coming up: Sweeney, Stairs, and Brown. With Sweeney, Witasic set him up with a series of sliders going to 3-2, and then surprised him with a fastball, which he took for strike 3. Stairs grounded out, and now is Emil Brown hoping to deliver something that could tie the game.
And the 2-2 to Emil Brown. Slider outside corner, ring him up, strike 3 called. Jay Witasic, a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th inning, 2 strikeouts, both looking, and after 8 complete, 5-4 Athletics.
With Street pitching the 9th, he got Tian quickly on a fly ball. Baroa was a stubborn out, fouling off a number of pitches before grounding out. Now it was only Buck who had hit the home run back in the 5th inning, and Street went to work on him. 1-1 on the way. Swing, there's a high fly left field. It's going to die. Kelty's under it, and the A's win the first game of the series in Kansas City as Houston Street notches his 13th save, a new A's rookie record, breaking the old Raleigh Fingers mark of 12. The Athletics, for the first time this year, are 15 over the 500 mark as they have edged the Royals in yet another one-run ball game. Tonight, the final score, Athletics 5, Kansas City 4. So the Angels need a win over Tampa Bay tonight to maintain their one-game lead in the American League West, and Ken will be back with